morning, everyone. I'm so excited for today's video. So I'm home for the weekend. I have finals in like 2 weeks. So basically that's all you need to know. Okay, I'm stressed. Let's just say I've been in quite the rut lately. Like, ooh, it's been bad. I've been going through some friend group drama and like a lot of school like work, and basically it's just not been a great combination. So I decided to come home for the weekend and I'm gonna do a self-care extravaganza. So I have a lot planned for today, but at the same time, I don't have an exact plan. All I know is that I'm gonna do a lot of self-care, including, I think I'm gonna get my nails done. So yes, I'm gonna be getting my nails done. I'm gonna be doing some skincare, some hair care, a full body shower routine, as well as getting a few things done around the house because that'll clear out my mind, which will help my mental health, which is part of a self-care thing, of course. So in order to clear up my mind as a starter, I'm gonna go ahead and make my bed. Josie has been so loving ever since I got home. And you guys, another thing that happened, like I said, I've been going through it. I had a little incident the other night and my leg got a bit cut and it's hideous, okay? And it hurts and it's taking a while to heal. Don't look if you don't want to. But I mean, look at that thing. Like, that is some serious damage, man. So yeah, I also had to go to urgent care this past week. Basically, it's been a lot. I feel so bad. She's so comfy. Say hi. Aw, she's a noodle. She's so tired today. So something that I've been meaning to do, and it worked out perfect, that I'm here for the weekend, is wrap my mother's gift for her birthday. So for her gift, let me show you guys. I actually made this. I recently got back into knitting. So I made her this scarf. I'm actually really proud of it. So yeah, this took me quite a long time, but here's an up close. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one was so satisfying. Do you see that? That is so nice. Okay, so done with that, and I'm gonna make her card. Okay, so I think I have the nail designs narrowed down to these two. They're both super cute. I'm leaning toward the multicolored French tip because it's super springy and fun. Here's what my nails are looking like before. And good news, I called my grandma and we're gonna have a cute little dinner tonight with my grandparents. So I think it'll be really good for me to kind of like, I don't know, I feel like socializing with family is gonna help me kind of de-stress a little bit, and that's adding to the self-care. I feel like a lot of the time self-care is only focused on like physical things, and like glow-ups are only focused on like, oh, nail, hair, skin, and that's all fun. I love doing that. But honestly, I think the most like influential stuff that you can do to really help yourself get out of a rut, get out of like a really hard time, is just spending time with loved ones. Doing like thoughtful things for other people really helps. Like, I'm so excited for my mom to open that gift. That's something to look forward to, and it just feels good, you know? So I think that's the biggest part of self-care. All right, so I just got ready and I called the nail place and they were able to get me in, thank goodness, at noon. So it is currently 11:20 and I'm gonna go with this one because I love it. It's super springy. So then after my nail appointment, I'm gonna hit the grocery store and get some ingredients for my lunch. I'm making my comfort food, my ultimate go-to, which is noodles and crab, and I'll show you guys how I make it in case you wanna make it too, because it is so good. Also, I covered this because it was looking a little bit gnarly. And it looks kind of concerning, and I didn't want people to be like, what's that? my gosh, you guys, that was the best experience I've ever had at a nail salon. So I went in and I showed them this picture, and then I was looking for the colors to match, and one of the employees there came over and she helped me pick out every single color. She looked at the picture, talked with me. She was so friendly, and apparently she was the one who painted all of these samples. So she knew them very well, and she was like, oh, I know exactly which one to choose. It took 1 hour and 20 minutes, and honestly, would totally do it again. The total was $87, and then I added a tip, so it was around 100 at the end. Totally worth it. I know it sounds really expensive, and that definitely put a dent in my wallet, but no regrets. Are you ready to see these nails? Because I am obsessed. Here they are, beautiful. They are exactly what I wanted. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I cannot stop staring at these nails. They are just, I mean, perfect shape, perfect colors. Everything was perfect. I even like it better than this inspo picture. And tonight I worked out the details with my grandparents, and we're gonna be going to an Italian restaurant at 6. I'm so excited. It is currently 2. And I went to the grocery store and got my ingredients for my noodles and crab. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make this delicious meal. Literally my favorite food. So when I went to the store, I got these crab flakes. So it's like $3 per container, not bad. It's imitation crab. So here it is. Oh, look at the nails. Yes. So yes, I got 2 packages of that because I love me some crab. And then I also got this garlic Alfredo. This is like the best brand for Alfredo in my opinion. And then I'm just gonna be using Barilla pasta. So let's get cooking. For the crab, I like using a dark coated pan because it gets nice and crispy and brown. So take that little note if you wanna make this yourself. All right, I just got back from dinner with my grandparents, and then we played 2 games of poker, and guess who won? No biggie. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was good to just catch up with them, and again, like I said earlier, self-care is more than just physical stuff. It's reconnecting with people around you. So now for the next step of my self-care, I'm about to go to bed, but before I do, I decided I want to learn how to do a new stitch in knitting. So I've been crocheting for a while, and I was knitting before, but I forgot. So I'm knitting again. And so far I only know the most basic stitch you can do. So I talked to my grandma tonight, and she reminded me how to do a stockinette stitch, which looks like this. The stitch I know how to do looks like this, and I like the V shape of the stockinette, so. Okay, Josie, you're gonna help me figure this out, okay? So I just started with casting the first loop. You guys see her? Comment Josie down below if you're watching at this point. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of it. So I did the first 2 rows. I normally just do a knit stitch. Sorry if I have a lisp, I have my retainers in. So I guess you're supposed to do a knit stitch for 1 row, and then the next row you do a purl stitch, which is kind of the opposite, I guess. Anyway, I watched a video and I think it makes sense. So we're gonna see if it develops into that nice V shape for the stockinette stitch. So we shall see what it looks like, but Josie's keeping me company. absolutely gorgeous out today. I am so happy that spring is here. So just got back from church. I'm gonna eat some lunch, leftovers from last night, so I'm excited. And then I'm going to hit the gym. So pumped because I haven't been working out for almost a week now because of my injury. But because it's looking pretty good, actually here, let me show you. So I have a Band-Aid covering the deepest area, but this piece here, you know, it's all healing quite well. So with all that being said, I feel like I'm ready to go back to the gym. I'm gonna do some cardio and then I think like a full body weight lift session. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some hair care so that while I'm at the gym, it can soak in. So I'm gonna be doing an oil mask for my roots and then for my mids and ends, putting in a moisturizing conditioning treatment. So I think it's working because I see these V shapes, which is the stockinette. So I think it's looking really good. I just got back from the gym, hence the red face. As you guys know, if you've been here for a while, I get very tomato red when I work out. It doesn't look too bad on camera, but in real life, it's pretty bad. Anyway, it was a good workout. I started with 10 minutes of abs. I did this workout by Lily Sabri, and then I did 1 mile run on the treadmill, and then I did a 15-minute arm workout by Caroline Gervon. She has great workouts, and she's shredded. It's awesome. And then after that, I did 5 miles on the bike. And I love the bikes at my gym because it's kind of like, there's a big screen that shows you scenery while you're biking, so it's as if you're actually outside. So that was really good. My Band-Aid, because of the sweat, was starting to come off, so I took it off completely. The glue is peeling, and I'm so tempted to just rip it off because it would be so satisfying. But I looked it up, and you're not supposed to touch it. You just have to let it fall off naturally, so I'm gonna try to be patient. But yeah, it looked a little crazy. Like, I was at the gym, and I was like, oh, so actually, I don't want people to think that something happened while I was at the gym and I'm like bleeding. So I was like, we're gonna head out. So yeah, I got a good workout in, feeling good. All right, I just got out of the shower. Felt amazing to get all that sweat off my body. And that was the first time I showered without like a bandage over my leg. So maybe that was good, I don't know. I put a new bandage on it with some antibiotic, so should be good. But basically, now I'm gonna take you guys through my after shower routine. Also, fun fact, my camera is currently on my protein powder and 5 books because I forgot my tripod at school. So normally I use the Way leave-in conditioner, which is this. I love that stuff. It smells amazing. But when I'm at home, I use It's a 10. This stuff is also super good. It's a bit pricey though, I'm not gonna lie, but super moisturizing for your hair. So I just do a few sprays of that. And normally I'd use like a wet brush, but again, that's at school. I'm gonna add some argan oil to my ends because this gives your hair a nice shine. For skincare, I've been really liking Beauty of Jason lately. This is like their glow serum. So this is really good. It seems pretty hydrating, which I like because I don't have a moisturizer at the moment. And then I actually forgot I had this. This is like a sample size. This is their Light On Serum and it has vitamin C in it, which is brightening, I believe, and it's good for your skin. And since it's 5 p.m., I'm not gonna be using sunscreen, but if it were earlier in the day, I'd be using the Beauty of Jason sunscreen as well, which is really good actually, and it makes your skin look glowy and it doesn't have that like really gross sunscreen smell, which I like. If I have extra product, I like to kind of spread it down on my neck as well. The thing I love about these products is that it gives you kind of like a, well, you know, like glass skin in Korea, you know, like the very glowy look. It does give your face a nice shine, I don't know if you guys can see, but you can see kind of like that nice hydrated glow. So I really like it, and it doesn't feel greasy. I hate greasy. So yeah, that's about it for my skincare. It's a pretty limited routine. I usually keep it to only 1 or 2 products. It is currently 5:15 and I'm supposed to drive back to school tonight still, and it's a 3.5 hour drive. And I have an 8 a.m. in the morning. So I think I'm gonna leave by like 6 or 6:30 at the latest, so that I get into school around 9:30 or 10. So I think the final thing on this weekend vlog slash self-care glow up is gonna be making a healthy dinner. I'm thinking I'm gonna make eggs maybe? We have very limited things in the house right now, like fresh food. So I'm just gonna work with what we've got. If you guys are really bad at flipping eggs, a little tip is to put a little bit of water in there and then cover it, and then a white film forms over the eggs. When I tell you we have like nothing, I'm not kidding. Like, look in the fridge. It's pretty empty. So yeah, we got 2 fried eggs, got string cheese, and applesauce. Quite the combo.